I've been thinking for quite a while about how to make a wall hanger for a guitar. There's a million designs online that use the basic design of something that attaches to the wall and then two pieces or a U-shaped piece, like a fork, that will hold either side of the guitar, maybe with some padding in there, like this cork. So I could use this block of mahogany and these pieces of maple to make a holder pretty easily for a symmetrical guitar. This is great, but it only works really well for a symmetrical guitar. What if I want to make a wooden holder for an asymmetrical guitar? I can either use a bigger block of mahogany and have the posts staggered, or I can use this small block, put the posts in the center of it, and then when I mount this on the wall, I'm going to actually mount it on the wall with the guitar hanging so that it's at an angle that lets the guitar hang straight down with gravity. I'll have to do some sanding. It's not glamorous while you're doing it, but it can do some amazing things. So I've got the ends where they're going to get glued in, sanded down to about 7/8 of an inch, and then I have a flat part where the cork is going to go. I've taken some measurements to mark the center lines. So I'll put the center of the guitar over the center of the block. Next, I'm going to cut the pieces of cork and then glue that on there. I'm going to stack up some rubber feet directly over the center line. I want to have the block at an angle that both of these posts are over the center line. To trace out where I want to drill, I can actually use these guys to mark the center of the hole where I'm going to drill too. I'll want to drill to a depth just about when the 8 starts to go under, but I want to make sure I don't go through to the table. It's not quite big enough, but that's good. I want it to be a really tight fit. Just barely space for there to be glue. You want to get the posts to fit in the holes just right, and that's going to take a lot of sanding. I'm going to find the center, put a screw in there, then put the screw in this drill, tighten the drill, and much easier to sand it down than by hand. Make sure you don't start a fire. Might be kind of fun to try and start a fire that way. See if you can do it. All the sides are nice and smooth and clean, and I took the corners off. Beeswax, carnauba wax, and a little mineral oil. Then I'll hit it with a buffer, get it looking pretty and sealed from moisture and the elements. Looks like it's all gonna fit real nice now. So time to get it glued in and screwed in. After getting the posts secure, I put 3 more holes in the front to hold it up to the wall. When I first put it up though, I want to screw in only the center screw and leave it a little bit loose. So now I can figure out exactly how the guitar wants to hang. I could use a thicker bolt in the middle and then put that onto a back plate and mount the back plate. One screw though is a little weak to leave it like that. So instead of letting it swivel, I'm just going to get it exactly where it wants to be. The cork will let it have a little leeway. Now I'll put the other bolts in for strength. It's a strong, functional, and very good-looking hanger. For the finishing touches, I've shortened the posts and put a cork back here so that when you're hanging up the guitar, if you slam it into the back, it won't cause any dents or scratches or anything. You've got soft cork on all sides of the guitar. It'll also protect that bottom tuner there from making contact with the mahogany. And finally, I've made some slightly bigger maple branch cookies to put on the ends of the arms. The little slices on the end make sure that the guitar gets hung upright, and they also make sure that it can't get turned sideways. Because if it did get turned sideways too much, then it could possibly slip through. So there you have it. There's a do-it-yourself wall hanger guitar holder for a guitar with an asymmetrical headstock.